Good morning, I'm Kathleen Pate, and this is my Alabama farm life, and spring showed up while I wasn't looking. I've been doing a few things around the farm as I could. We've had a lot of rain, but the last couple of days it's been pretty dry. So I was out here with the greenhouse yesterday, and today I'm out here working again. But I decided to take a break and take a walk around the garden. The pear tree is in bloom, and if you look in the background, one of the nectarines is also blooming. Out here in the vineyard, the vines are still dormant, but I need to go ahead and give them a trim and fertilize. I saw honeybees in the pear blossoms, so when I walked around the corner and looked at my hive and saw no activity, zero activity, I was really stunned. I immediately started pulling the hive apart to see if I could have some clue as to what's going on. I found a few eggs that hadn't hatched and some dead bees, but not as many as I would have anticipated if the whole hive had died. It looks like the hive may have swarmed. I went back to my pear tree to make sure that it was honeybees that I was seeing. And yes, there's honeybees all over the pear blossoms. So I really do think that they did swarm because we don't have honeybees on the farm. I can't believe that I lost a hive of bees. I knew it was a possibility. It was very high possibility, and it actually happened. But I thought that they would die. I didn't think that they would swarm and fly away. So I actually accomplished exactly what I set out to do, to bring honeybees back onto the farm. And I did that. We have honeybees again here on the farm. I'm just not collecting honey like I wanted to. The plan was to buy one more nuke this spring so that I'd have 2 hives or 2 working hives. But since one flew the coop, I'm going to go ahead and order 2. And I'm going to change the location of the original one, and I'm going to make sure that they have full sun this time. And maybe I'll be luckier. As I was walking here in the arbor, I discovered my elderberry. This is the best elderberry that I have growing so far. And then I'm back over here by this poor old apple tree. The grafts did not take, so I think I'm going to end up cutting this down. Now this is the apple tree that I planted 2 years ago. It's a Granny Smith, and it looks like it's going to start blooming. It is way past time for me to get back out here in the field. I need to pull up all these stakes and get everything cleaned up and ready to plow. It's almost time to plant our tomatoes. This rose bush has growth all over it, and the blueberries are starting to bud. The peas that I planted a couple of days ago in my little raised bed, I've got a couple starting to pop up now if just the rest of them would bud. I have spent the last several days in and around my greenhouse, kind of puttering around. I have so much to do. But the first thing that I'm going to do is I have all these zinnias that I had out to dry. I'm going to go ahead and get those seeds collected, the zinnias and the few marigolds that I have laying around. And I got a really good sized bag of seeds, and I can't wait till it's time to get them into the ground and see how well they go. And now it's time to get the tomatoes out of the window of my house and into the greenhouse. So that's what we're going to do next. I have 3 mini dwarf Red Riding Hood tomatoes and 3 Siberian tomatoes. I am so relieved to finally get them out of my house. I'm going to go ahead and call this done for today. I've got my tomatoes in, my chickens look great. Yes, I lost some bees, but they're still here. They're still flying around pollinating the things that I need pollinated. So a win and a loss. But spring is here. I've got a lot of work to do. So I hope that the sun continues to shine, and I will be out here every day getting things done. Spring is here, guys. It's time to plant. I'm so excited. I just can't wait. You guys have a very blessed and great day.